Hi dear students, today's lesson is about comparative and superlative forms of adjectives. And let's begin with the objectives. By the end of this video, students will be able to: Number 1. Identify the differences between comparative and superlative forms of adjectives by filling the gaps activity. Number 2. Recognize the 5 irregular adjectives and their comparative and superlative forms. What are the comparative and superlative forms of adjectives? We use the comparative form of adjectives when we compare two people, animals, or things. On the other side, we use the superlative form of adjectives when we want to compare one person, animal, or thing with several of the same kind. Let's begin with the formation of comparative forms of adjectives. If the adjective is one syllable, we have to add er to it. And if the adjective is more than one syllable, that means 2, 3, or more, we have to write the word more. And do not forget the word than. For example, Ali is taller than Ahmed. Tall is a one-syllable adjective. We add er to it with the word than. Another example, my watch is more expensive than Khalid's. Expensive is a three-syllable adjective. We add more with the word than. Let's go to the formation of superlative. We begin with the article da. If the adjective is one syllable, we have to add est to it. And if the adjective is more than one syllable, we have to write the word most before it. And the prepositions of or in. For example, Ali is the tallest boy in the class. Tall is one syllable adjective. We add est to it. Another example, this watch is the most expensive of all. Expensive is a three-syllable adjective. We write most before it. Important rules. One-syllable adjectives and most two-syllable adjectives take er and est. So clean, cleaner than, the cleanest, quiet, quieter than, the quietest. One-syllable adjectives ending in e, like nice, take r and st only. Nice, nicer than, the nicest. Number 3. One-syllable adjectives ending in a vowel and a consonant. We have to double the consonant before adding er and est. So here we have hot, hotter than, and the hottest. Number 4. Adjectives ending in a consonant with y. We have to drop the y, change it to I, then add er and est. So easy, easier than, the easiest. Adjectives with 3 or more syllables like expensive, and some two-syllable adjectives like careful, we have to add more and most before them. So expensive, more expensive than, the most expensive. Careful, more careful than, the most careful. In English we have irregular comparatives and superlatives, and we have 5 irregular adjectives, and they are good, bad, many, much, far, and little. And the comparative forms of them are better than, worse than, more than, farther or further than, and less than. And the superlative forms of them are the best, the worst, the most, the farthest or the furthest, and the least. In English, we have other ways of comparison to express similarity. As with as and the adjective in between. For example, Ahmed is as tall as his brother. That means Ahmed and his brother have the same tall. Not as with as and the adjective in between. For example, geography isn't as interesting as chemistry. And now let's do some exercises. Old is one syllable adjective, we add er to it. Strong is one syllable adjective. Happy ends with y, we change it to I. Modern, two syllable adjective. Important, three syllable adjective. Good is an irregular adjective. Large ends with e, so we have to add r only. Serious is two syllable adjective. Pretty ends with y, so we have to change the y to I.